Okay, so this part of the tutorial we're going to do the towel and the chest, and then we'll put the chest together and then the towels together, and then we'll only have the head to do. So first thing we're going to do the chest, and what you do is just select the UVs and just drag them onto one side so we have some space. First thing we're going to do is unfold, so polygons, unfold box, and just do horizontal and vertical. And then that should be that okay for now. Click on this icon and just unfold. Just keep going all the way to pretty much all the way until it's quite smooth. And then that's pretty much the chest done. So that was quite quick. And then later on we'll put these two together. Okay, so now we're going to quickly do the towel. So first thing you do is select all your faces, and we're going to use a more kind of advanced way to do it, just to kind of give you a show of what you probably have to do for more complicated models. But the technique I'm showing you pretty much works for models such as this. But the first thing is just click on all of the edges, take off the middle one, the one where it joins with the texture board edge, and the same underneath. And at the end of the towel, if you just deselect one of them, that is, this one should be fine. Oh no, it's the one above it. So deselect the one at the top, and then you should be able to go polygons on the unfold option and just go on none, and then it does that. So that pretty much works quite nicely. So what we do now is we just want to put these together. So at the moment one of them's not being white. So as you can see, they're both blue at the moment but facing the wrong way. So what we can do is just work out what one's joining where. So deselect them. What you can do is just quickly, so you just flip that over, and then you flip it over again, and you just kind of line them up as best as you can, because they might be a bit different at the moment, but once we put them together it should all work. So just quickly working out a better scale, and now we'll do what we did earlier and select the edges. So now I select all of them, but we do not want all of them, so just deselect the ones we don't want. That's all fine. If you want to deselect anything down here, don't want any of them. Make sure it's actually selected. Turn that off. Just quickly do these guys. Yeah, I'll do it from there. So now you go on, put on your selection, so you go selection to UVs, and go to polygons, merge UVs. And now that they've merged, what you can do is just go on UV again, polygons, unfold, and do vertical, or horizontal, and vertical. And now this should be all like that. And then just go on the icon for unfold, and there we go. It's a bit bobbly, but as you can see, all blue, nothing's overlapping, and squares are nice and correct. But one thing I've noticed that we've done wrong here is that we have to do the seam on the underside. So what we quickly do, we'll just go back before we did that. I'll show you. So this is the kind of stuff you've got to make sure you check beforehand, but it's quite easy to fix. Just go on UVs, select shell. Move it here instead. Again, do your line. Let's deselect the ones that be over the head as well. So just get rid of them. Select UVs, merge UV edge. Select them all as UVs. Polygons, horizontal, exactly the same thing, and unfold a little bit just to kind of keep them a bit more balanced. But then that's the tail all joined together and done, and you can see on the top works kind of nicely. We'll have to move it around a little bit, but underneath you see your seam, but hopefully if you texture it right you won't be able to see that much. So that should be fine for that. And for body, we've already done this. We just do exactly the same thing. So we'll find the edge down the centre. Deselect any ones underneath. Oh no. Oh yeah, we do want the ones underneath because they want them to be still separate. The ones on the top we want to be connected so you don't see the seam on the top. Same thing. Oh, before we do, just going to quickly do exactly the same what we did earlier because this one needs to be flipped. For some reason, it flips the UVs. So they can be put together a bit better. So next thing we're going to do is just go on. Sorry, that's turned on. I have to keep on that. Go on unfold, do horizontal, and then vertical, and then that should be all good. And then we'll quickly just use our unfold tool. Quickly do on this, unfold a little bit. We don't want it too much. Everything seems to be in order, and that's cool. See here, looks pretty cool. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe the head's a bit warped, so what we can try and do is just relax a little bit. And then on the tool you can switch off border edges and unfold. Once again, just unfold just to kind of get a bit better shape in there. Because this what pretty much does is even out your mesh, even out the mesh, so the squares are pretty much exactly the same. And so yeah, that seems good. Pretty much all the same. It's a bit warping on the back, but you probably won't notice it. It's not that much of a deal. So that's everything put together now. And so next tutorial we're going to just do the head, and then we'll pretty much be finished. And then I'll just show you how to put things together onto the square, onto this little thing, ready for ZBrush or any other programs you want to use.